So tonight's presentation is about how to earn money without selling anything. What you don't realize is, and maybe you do, with the advent of the internet and with all of the various opportunities for people to consume media now, the monopoly that television, radio, and print had with large companies is not what it once was. It has opened a huge opportunity for folks like you and I, who are just individuals, to be able to market products, big name brand products, for them and earn a income, whether you're selling a product or not. Most people have heard of affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is where you put up a banner on your website or you post a banner on Facebook or something, and every time someone clicks on it, if they buy something, you get a little, a little 2-cent commission or something like that. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is where you, using the technology within our call center, are able to drive traffic either to a landing page for one of these large companies or their own inbound call center. And whether the person that you're sending there actually engages in a product or not, whether they buy anything or not, you're paid for that traffic, which makes it very, very powerful. And I'm going to use an illustration tonight of how I was able to do that with State Farm. And I'm going to give you a step-by-step presentation from beginning to end how I do that. Now, I sent out a video, and just if you can, raise your hands. How many saw that video I sent out the other day about how I earned, a certain amount of money and showed the back office and the commission? How many of you guys, if you can, raise your hands in the software and tell me who saw that? Okay. So several of you saw it. Some of you didn't. Okay. So I sent that out, and, like I said, I had a couple of people just, got a little snippy. So this is just too good to be true. And when it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Well, let me just give you the backstory on some of this. Let me put it in context, and maybe it'll help, bring a little bit more understanding. Because, guys, one thing I do realize, you're talking to someone that just a few years ago, less than 6 years ago, was bankrupt, lost a company. I was in the music business forever. And when the housing market went under, it took me under with it. And because of that, I know what it's like to be, broke, busted, and disgusted. I know what it's like to be in a desperate situation and then people prey on that. And if you're in that situation tonight, understand I'm not trying to prey on anything. And I want to be clear. This is not something that I can say, if you do this, you're going to make $10,000 a week. I can't say that. What I can tell you is this system that I'm showing you is the exact system, methodology, and strategies that I have used over the last 5 years to rebuild my personal business and my income. And it does work, okay? And I offer not only the software, the system, I also offer the training and the strategy meetings that we have on Tuesday nights. So that's what we're offering here. And I want to show you some ways that, now I'm in sales and I love sales, but I know a lot of you maybe don't enjoy that environment, don't want to be put in that situation. I'm going to show you, you don't even have to talk to anyone in some instances and earn an income. I put this up not to brag, not to boast, but just to show you the potential that in 1 month, this past February, $13,000 in earnings from sales, $10,600 in referral sales. I got $23,000 using this system just last month. Now, I don't say that to brag, to boast, to try to hype anything up. And I will tell you right now, I'm not saying you can't do this the next month, but I'm saying the likelihood is not, that's not the norm. It takes a while to learn this system. It's taken me a while to even get here. And, I'm part of a mastermind group of, if I mention the names, some of them you would know because they're national names. Some of them got a national radio broadcast that's in finance, and he's known for money management and stuff. And I pay $500 per month to attend 1 month meetings in this mastermind group. And some of these guys in here using a very similar system that I'm using are making that per week. So when you start talking income and income potential, it's really easy to take it the wrong way either way. You can say, well, that's just too good to be true. It's a bunch of hype. Or you can say, you can look at it different ways. And all I'm trying to get you guys to do is sort of raise your expectations maybe on yourself and what's possible. Maybe show you that, there are options out there that are legitimate options, and give you a roadmap, a strategy of how to get there. I put these pictures up just to show you I'm a real person, not just a website. And the system I'm using has got a decent house here in South Carolina off of Lake Bowen. If most of you I know are not from this area, but got a nice little living I've got. That's me and my wife in the Bahamas. We won a trip in the insurance business going to the Bahamas. We've gone to cruises in the Caribbean, gone to different things, gone to Hawaii, even gone to Fiji with an insurance company called Foresters, all using this system. And so you don't have to be in insurance, by the way, to use this system. That was the business I was in, and that's how I use the system. It all came from this marketing system, we call it the Agent Lead Tool System. And I want to show you, and you can also franchise with us. If you've been through my sales funnel, if you've been seeing the videos, you can see you can buy the software, you can buy the system, and you get all the technology, you get the resale rights, you get all of it. It's $497 a franchise. But I want to show you this video of how I literally can, without selling anything, actually use the system. Now, the Agent Lead Tool is a new software we just developed that comes in our franchise. And what it allows you to do, you can see here, I'm literally going through and I'm getting a filtered, scrubbed list of people. And let's just say they're in Atlanta. And so I'm going to pull a list of people in Atlanta. And if I want to go somewhere else, maybe I can go to Fulton County if I want to expand my reach a little bit. If I've got another area I want to target, I just type it in there. Okay. And this is part of the Agent Lead Tool. This is thesalesdatapro.com. It's a subscription you get with that software package. I can go here and filter out the names, the ages. So let's say if I want to go from 26 to age 50, I just say that's the type of people I want to target. I'm going to say, what kind of credit rating do they have? Do I want to target people who are high credit rating, low credit rating? Because different products that you can do what's called transferal work, you can target them out. What kind of income range do I want? I can target their income ranges. Am I selling or pushing a product that only appeals to a low income or high income or mid income? What's their mortgage look like? If I'm doing some of the mortgage lending transferal work, I do that. And so right there you see I've been able to pull 8,028 people in Fulton County that met the criteria that I just filtered. And then I can just name this this list here auto insurance, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my software to basically call them and offer them a free rate check on auto insurance. Now, I don't have my property and casualty license, so I can't sell auto insurance. But with our franchise opportunity, if you was to franchise with us, you would have the ability to connect to tons of companies that we have. One of them would be State Farm. And then I'm going to go over here to the Agent Lead Tool. I'm going to log in, and I've got a little test login that I use here, and I don't save it. And then each state, it tells me what the regulations are so I don't get in trouble. So I'm going to just go down here, and I already know what the state of Georgia is, so I'm going to use that. I go in here, and I just create a campaign. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a voice broadcast, and I'm going to record a message with the people that I just pulled leads, which are not on the do not call list. They're filtered against do not call list, so I'm not going to get in trouble. And I can pick whether I want to send it to just their answer machine so they never pick up live. I can send it to just the live call, so if an answer machine picks up, then it'll just go dead. I'm going to put my callback number, and with the State Farm, I've got a specific number that they give me, and so that's what my caller ID is going to be. So if they miss the call, they can call back, and they're actually going to be connected to State Farm with that distinctive number that I've been given, so that when they call back, there's going to be a pre-recording saying, hey, we called you about auto insurance. If you'd like a quote now, press 1, or they can hang up so they'll know exactly why they were called. But I'm going to set up my parameters here. I can schedule when I want it to go out. And this is the beautiful thing about this, guys. With this system, you can program everything. It's on autopilot. You don't have to be there babysitting. You just set it up and program it. I can have this thing set up to repeat every day. So when people didn't pick up and hang up, it'll call them until they pick up. You can program this thing however you want. So I'm setting all this up. Do I want it to transfer over? Yes, because in my script, I'm going to say if I'm going to record a script here right in front of you, and it's going to go press 1 to transfer over to that number that I've been given. It's a distinctive number that's going to ring State Farm, okay? And then I'm not going to leave a voicemail because this is going to live only. And by law, I have to give them an opt-out, so I'm going to put 9 in there. And so we go on through, and right there, if I want to record the message over the telephone, I can do that, or I can just record an MP3 file on my computer. And if you remember that list I just downloaded from the Sales Data Pro, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to upload that list that I just downloaded. Okay, that's been filtered and scrubbed by the parameters I put. This is not an extracted list. This is not something we pulled off the net. These are real data from a data company. So it's going to be a higher quality list. And so we loaded that in. We put, that's the list we want to call right there. Okay. Put all that in right there. And it says some of the numbers are in Mountain Pacific time. So people apparently moved from the West Coast or the Midwest and are in the Southeast now. But I'm going to just say go ahead and just dial the people in the East, because I don't want to call people at a wrong time of day just in case they're not on the East Coast. I'm going to upload those clients, and it is ready to go. So what's happening is those people are being called between the time of 8 and 9 tomorrow is what's going to happen. And they're going to hear a message that says, "Hi, this is Terry. I work with folks in the area to help them lower their cost on auto insurance. If you've got time to speak to an agent now, press 1. Okay. When they press 1, they're transferred over. And whether they buy anything or not, I'm going to make anywhere from $10, $15, $20, maybe even $25, depending on that program. So right here is how, just last week, this was ran last week, I did just a couple campaigns. This is me not selling anything. This is me sending a broadcast out, making in 7 days $713.20. That's how you make money without selling anything. Now, I've got some real savvy agents in my agency. What they do is they call the people that transferred back, because you're going to get a report of everyone that transferred back. You're going to call them back, and you're going to say, hey, they're insurance agents, so they're trying to sell them something. But use this illustration I'm about to give you for any industry. They're going to call them back and say, hi, this is Terry. I called you yesterday about your auto insurance, just wondering if we was able to save you money. I noticed you transferred over and was able to talk to one of my agents. And they're going to say, yeah, I'm better off staying with Nationwide, or yeah, we save money. And then they go right into the next part. Well, you know, I also offer life insurance. Let me see if I can save you money on that as well, since we were able to save you money on your auto. Or I offer life insurance. Let me see if, since we weren't able to save you money on your auto, let me see if I can do there since we struck out. So they don't care how the answer is, but they just basically monetize their leads to basically be able to call back. Now, you can use that illustration that I just gave you for any, that's called cross-selling. And so if you're in mortgage lending, if you're in real estate, if you're in direct sales, if you're not in any type of business, you can start matching up things like that. For instance, if you wanted to do that illustration right there, and you're not even an insurance agent, we have Select Quote as one of our companies. We have gosh, there's so many life insurance. Then say, well, can I send you over to our life insurance department and see if they can save you money? When you transfer that over, you get paid for that. So you can cross-sell in any direction you want to go. Now, when you franchise with us, you're able to get the software that I just showed you, which is the Agent Lead Tool, plus you're able to get the software that comes with our call center franchise, which is also an auto dialer, and it has a lead extraction, landing page, auto response plugins. It has a lot of stuff. It sells for $497, and every time you resell it, you make $400 off that. If you want to resell it, you don't have to. But here's the other sizzle behind it. You're placed in the inbound call center to give opportunity to sell that package as well. You can use it to do selling like I just showed you there. And what we're doing last week, we offered the Agent Lead Tool software as an extra sort of throw-in that you can get with the franchise software. We're going to continue that, and we're going to do that again this week. And on top of that, the referral marketing package, which is where you get all those cross-selling opportunities that I just showed you, and the example I showed you was with State Farm. We're going to throw that in. So used to, if you saw any of the earlier presentations, you would see that you would get $5 per transfer. We're actually going to give you, if you franchise with us tonight, the opportunity we're giving tonight is a direct contract. So rather than just getting paid $5 per transfer, you're going to get paid whatever that vendor offers. So if that vendor offers, $25 for that transfer, $10, $15, $50, I've got some lending companies that will offer you $50. And what I'll do, I will call out a certain people in a certain demographic at a certain income level with a certain credit rating, and I will call and let them know that we got them pre-approved for a $1,000 loan. When they press 1, they transfer over. That particular company pays $50 per transfer. All I need is 3 or 4 an hour, and I'm making really good money. So it's not pie in the sky. It's not get rich quick. What I'm telling you is what the system can do and has done for many people. It takes some time learning how to do that. It takes some time and training on how to set that up. It takes the science behind this is just the X's and the O's. The technology does what it does. The art behind it is learning how to market, not necessarily sell. You don't have to sell. I told you didn't have to sell anything, but there is some marketing and how to get what product in front of what people.
Okay, so I want to give a quick illustration of why I don't write individual insurance anymore. I actually just do the marketing. And this is what I allow all of the folks that's in our call center to do because they have the equipment, the software, the tools, and we give them the training on how to do this. And I'm going to give an illustration. It's going to take me about 20 minutes to do this, okay? It is Saturday morning. It is July the 18th, okay? And I'm going to do a quick campaign offering a life insurance quote at freelifequote.net. Now, these folks are going to pay me $19 per lead that I send them. Now, they don't have to buy insurance. They just have to fill out saying, hey, I want a quote, okay? So what I'm going to do, I've already gone over to my data list that's in our system. I've downloaded about 10,000 names, and I'm not going to call all those this morning because I've only got a few moments before I got to get on the road, and I don't have a lot of time to spend on this. But I'm going to download 10,000 because it's already there because I'm going to use it Monday morning when I get back in the office. I've already got it loaded up in my dialer, and I've got it set to call out about 1,000 people down there. So let's call them out. Let's offer them a free life insurance quote and see how much money we can make in the next 20 minutes, and I'll get right back with you. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. I called out 1,000 people, and I've already got about $142 that's come in. Now, that doesn't include the people that I'll be calling in later off of the voicemail I left them, because all they got to do is go to freelifequote.net, fill out, get a quote on some life insurance. They're going to pay me $19 to drive that lead. But in the last 20 minutes, I let the campaign run. I waited another 10, 15 minutes for the system to catch up so that I could see exactly how much I made there. And so far, 20 minutes made $142. So that's how referral marketing works when you have our dialer, our lead extractor, and all that, and you have the campaigns to run on top of getting inbound calls to sell this very system. So that's the power of this system.